Okay, we are looking at creating several forecasts, and in this particular assignment we're not evaluating the forecasts, so we're not creating error functions and error analyses. Our instructions are as follows: generate as many valid forecasts as you can for a 5-period moving average, 6-period moving average, 7-period moving average, a naive forecast, and a weighted average forecast with weights 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, and 0.1 for the most recent data, the next most recent data, and so forth, respectively. Respectively means that the 0.4 goes with the most recent data, the 0.3 goes with the next most recent data, and so forth. So let's start and do 5-period moving average. So a 5-period moving average, we have to have 5 periods of data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in our case, it's January through May before we can create a forecast for June. You never want to have the current month data in your forecast. So it's just the average of this data. $16.6. And does that look reasonable? Yeah, we got a low of 13, a high 21. Yeah, it's probably reasonable. So how many can we do? We can do through April. We can do forecasts through April. Remember that April is looking at B12 through B16. B16 is the last data that I have. Is this 5 periods? Yes. This is B2 to B6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that's right. 6-period moving average. Well, I need to have 6 periods of data. So in June, so the first forecast I can do is in July equals average of B2 B7, and we copy that on down and so forth. Okay, so it's something I don't like here. I don't like all these decimal places, so we'll just go up here and we'll reduce the decimal places. I didn't want 0, but we'll give ourselves 1 decimal place. And then I'll let you do the 7th period. That's pretty obvious what we do. Naive. What are we doing naive? Naive, we're just looking at the previous period's actual. So here in February, I'm looking at January's actuals. So B2. And we copy that down. Boy, hard to get much simpler than that. And then the weighted moving average has 4 weights. So you treat that sort of like a 4-period moving average. In fact, that's what it is. And so we'll have to have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll have to have April's data. So we'll be forecasting out here in May. And there's no real function that you use here. We're just going to have to add them up. So it's 0.4 times, what's the most recent data if you're sitting in May? Well, it's April's data. So that's B5 plus 0.3 times B4 plus 0.2 times B3 plus 0.1 times B2. And that looks like reasonable data as well. I haven't asked you to plot them. Probably should have, but I didn't ask you for this exercise. If we did plot them, it wouldn't be very hard, but we'll come back and handle that at a later date.